It's my great honor today to introduce a gentleman that is pulled off what I feel is another one of these miracles. Johan Huibers is a man who had a dream. God put a vision in his head, and oh my goodness, what a vision it happened to be. He grew up in the Dutch province of Noord-Holland in what is described as the realm of 1,000 islands. As a young boy, naturally, he had a profound fascination with the water all around him, and when he was 24 years old, he encountered God, who planted a desire in his heart to help others. He was involved in aid projects in Ethiopia, Albania, Bosnia, but God also implanted another vision in that great mind of his to build a replica of Noah's Ark. Please welcome with me, Johan Huibers. It is so great to have you here, and I've got, what inspired you to build a replica of Noah's Ark?
That was, I became a believer in 1983, and I will tell everybody, my brothers and my sisters, what's happening with me. I was a church member, and I get to the church 2 times every Sunday. It was in my mind, it was not in my heart. But in 1983, somebody asked me to be a leader of our church, and there were some youngsters, 16 years old, and they asked me a lot of questions. Why Jesus died on the cross, etc. And I couldn't have the answer at that time. So I was, in the coming week, searching for the answer. And the week after, I told them what the answer was. But I didn't open the Bible every day. When you open the Bible, God will speak to you. So there was a big changing in my. And I will tell the whole world about what I have made through. And then I asked God, what can I do? And then 7 years we did an Alpha course in our church. My prayer was more, God. Maybe a stadium full of people. And then in the time out, we have to speak about God, you know. And my prayer was bigger and bigger, maybe something in the world. And then the idea came to build an Ark of Noah.
I tell you, it's amazing, and our founding pastor, Dr. Robert H. Schuller, I understand, influenced you as well. How did that come about?
Yeah, I have the Bible from, he gave me a Bible. And the first time that I saw him on Sunday morning in Holland, it was in 1990, and he inspired me for the first time. I saw it in his eyes, you know, what's this? This guy is different than me. This guy is different than my church leaders. And every Sunday I was watching the program, Hour of Power. And I taped it, and in the week I look it back, you know. He inspired me so much that he said, what you dream, you can do it. He was a possible thinker. And he's one of my idols. He's like a father for me.
Once you got that idea and everything was ready to go, what are some of the challenges you face? How long did it take you to put all this together?
Yeah, the big challenge was the municipality. It took 4 years and 2 months to build the Ark of Noah. And the biggest challenge was, I made a big store in the city near to my house. It was 400 feet wide, 400 feet large. A very big store. Because I knew I'm going to build the Ark of Noah inside the big hall. It was in the city near to my house. And I had also offices in that big warehouse. And the church of the city asked me, can we use your office on the Sunday services? I said, yeah, no problem. So they meet each other for a half year in my office. They had church meetings. And then I get a letter from municipality that it is not allowed to have a church meeting in my office. And they took me to the court. I thought, well, this is not serious. But after a year, they took me to the court. And the judge said also to the mayor, when it was the golf club, for example, was it possible to be in the office of Huibers? He said, no problem. He said, you have to tell me the difference between a church and a golf club. He said, I'm not interested in it. It's not possible that he has a church meeting in the office. So, but at that time, I was building an Ark of Noah in the warehouse. And I thought, wow, one day I have to take it out and put it in the harbor. And what's going to happen then? Oh boy, it was one of my biggest sorrows. But then I heard on 16 December the whole municipality and all the firefighters and the policemen, they get on holiday for 2 weeks to Austria at a ski vacation. And I thought, that's the time that I take out the Ark of Noah. So 16 December, we peeled out the warehouse, we peeled out the wall, and we took out the big Ark of Noah. We put him in the water. And after 3 days, the Telegraph came. The Telegraph is a very big newspaper in Holland, and you can buy it everywhere. You can buy also examples of the Telegraph here in LA. Yeah, they came and they asked me, why do you build the Ark of Noah? Yeah, because I believe in God, yeah. But you don't put it in the newspaper because nobody has to know this. He said, yeah, I'm going to put it in the newspaper. He said, don't do it, eh? And the next day, it was in the newspaper. And I began very early in the morning. And my wife, Bianca, she called me up. She said, you are in the newspaper. I'm so happy for you. I said, no, don't be happy for me. But because then I have very big problems. And all the other papers came, the television from Holland, from Belgium, from Germany. They came from everywhere because they read it in the newspaper. And the next week, the last week, because the municipality came back, the last week, ABC came, CNN, National Geographic, Associated Press. I had no time to build anymore. It was terrible. And then they came back, the municipality, the firefighters, the policemen, and they saw the big Ark of Noah in the harbor of the city. What's this? So the next day, I get a letter of the mayor that it is not allowed to build a boat in the harbor. So I wrote a letter back in what kind of law is that you can't build a boat on the water. And a week after, I get a letter in a law from 1772. But I wrote a letter back. In 1772, there was no harbor, there was no water, no nothing. So there was no law. So it took some weeks and weeks and weeks. And then 3 Hong Kong Chinese people with a big camera came at the municipality. They pushed the button and the mayor came downstairs. Where's the Ark of Noah? Because we're going to film the Ark of Noah. But you have to film also the city of Schagen, because it's a very beautiful city, he said. And you have to see the bulbs, the tulips from Amsterdam. We have them. He said, no, we came only for the Ark of Noah. And then the third day, I was working on the roof, on the top of the Ark of Noah, very high. And then there came a car, and it was the mayor. He has his chain, his necklet around him. He stepped out, and there was a policeman with all the flags here. And he stand for the camera of the Hong Kong Chinese, and he said, yes, we made it possible that Huibers built an Ark of Noah in the city of Schagen.
Now, where's it located, and what's next for the Ark?
Yeah, the Ark is located in Rotterdam. It's the biggest harbor in the world. It's nearby. It's a place Dordrecht, and yeah, it's a very huge boat. It's bigger than a football field. It's bigger than a stadium. He's 500 feet long. He's 90 feet wide. He's 80 feet high. It's unbelievable. 7 floors.
Exact dimensions. And if you're thinking like my 16-year-old grandson over here, Jake, who is anxious to hear you, animals, talk about the animals.
Oh, yeah. When you park your car on the parking place, you see the big boat. And there are 2 giraffes on the top. They are plastic. But when you walk to the Ark, you can see all the heads of the animals. The crocodile, the lion, all kind of animals. And when you come inside, there are the real animals, like kangaroo, dogs, horses. Everything is inside, birds. It's beautiful.
Well, I tell people if they want an opportunity to see it, you go to Google, and you'll wind up having an opportunity to get Noah's Ark, and you'll see what it looks like. It is just absolutely fascinating. I want to go see it. But you've got something in store, maybe for the future Olympic Games or something?
Yeah. I'm like a spy now. I'm watching, maybe there is a place in LA where we can put the Ark of Noah. And Also in 2016, we have Rio de Janeiro, the Olympic Games. It's one of my dreams to bring the Ark of Noah over there. And then on the end, to bring the Ark of Noah to Israel, to my next project, yeah.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful. The Unsinkable Dream is the book that Johan has out. He's, after our service this morning, he'll be out and we'll sign it for you. Be happy to meet with you. And I'll tell you, it's very impressive. And for those watching on the Hour of Power, you can go to hourofpower.org and get information on how to order this. And this is not just about the boat itself, not about the ark. Something else is included about your faith, is it not?
It's not including, no.
It's just everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only the Ark of Noah.
The ark itself.
Yeah.
Your faith has changed people and it's influenced people. And we thank you, Johan, for being with us. You are absolutely incredible. And folks, we're fortunate to have him with us today. Thank you so very much.